Europeans. That was Ambrose getting his yellow card, and I think when he got that, Jeff Wood, Gibraltar team coach, head team coach, that changed his game. I'm surprised actually that perhaps Brendan Rodgers didn't think of a substitution, because Ambrose was struggling a little bit at times.
Yeah, Lee's pace and Lee's work ethic will always cause people problems, no matter who you play against. You know, even when we played the qualifiers, he does cause teams problems.
Better opportunities in the second half. We're still looking at the highlights from the first half. There was a disallowed goal and let's just talk a little bit about the new signing and what can Celtic fans expect from Dembele, because I thought he had a good first half, but he really faded in the second period.
Yeah, obviously he's a new signing, it's a new manager, it's a new system, everything's new to the club, and they are in the preparation stage at the moment, but Lincoln did what they had to do tonight absolutely fantastically.
And these are some of the highlights if you have just joined us, and Lincoln certainly did create a few opportunities in the first half, and then in the second period Celtic did hit the woodwork a couple of times. I suppose if you're going to win a game like this, like Lincoln have, you've got to ride your luck a little bit as well.
Yeah, and I think Navas in goal made an absolutely fantastic stop when he's tipped the ball onto the bar. Absolutely brilliant. So like I said, they've all played their part tonight. It really has been a big team effort.
What have you taken as the head coach for the Gibraltar national side? What have you taken from the game?
Well, those guys, I said, that play for the national side, I know what they can produce. I know their work ethic. I know the commitment. I know that they will never give up on anything, and they do have that quality, Paul. You know, and we've got to harness that for the next qualifier in September.
Let's take a look at the second half, Jeff, because you saw it real time down in the stand. We had the opportunity. This was again a shot coming in on the turn. 40 goals last season, Lee Griffiths. He thumped a crossbar. He thumped the crossbar once with a free kick.
Yeah.
Dembele did in the end fade a little bit, didn't he?
Yeah. Again, you don't know what they've done pre-season. He's obviously signed late, and what his preparation stage is.
This is the goal. There's the turn on Ambrose and the celebrations, but Ambrose really clutching at air there completely. The chip in was from Walker, but then just look at that. Yeah. You've got to put a defender at this level for Celtic. It's got to do better than that, isn't it?
Well, you think so, but it's like the Robson Carnove goal for Wales when he's pulled out that little Cruyff turn and sent three defenders the wrong way, you know. Yep. And you're talking about international class defenders, so I think all credit to Lee for what he's done there.
There was an opportunity here as well. It's Calder on. This looked like it was going into the top corner, just raised a little bit. We're going to get an interview in just a few seconds, I'm told, with Brendan Rodgers, the coach for Celtic. I'm not sure we're going to be able to bring that to you or not. I've just been told that we will be hearing from the Celtic manager in just a few seconds. I'm told now there is not an interview with Brendan Rodgers. I mean, he must be. That's his first competitive game. If you were in his shoes right now, you'd be feeling embarrassed, wouldn't you?
Well, you would be. You'd be. You know, I'm sure he's disappointed sitting in there, and I'm sure the players are disappointed as well. But again, it is the preparation stage.
What do Lincoln do ahead of the game in Scotland?
I think that with these guys, Paul, that they will just produce this same sort of performance next week. They'll give 110% again. They'll work from start to finish. They'll be very focused and disciplined, and they've got something now to hang on to as well.
Okay, well, that's just about it from us here at the Victoria Stadium. A historic night. Roy Cipollina did say in the local press that it would be the biggest shock in European football at club level if they were to beat Celtic, and they have beaten Celtic.
They have beaten Celtic.
Is it the biggest shock in the history of European football?
I would probably say so. I had one big shock myself, Paul. We withdrew Liverpool, who were the current European Cup holders at that time.
Yeah.
And we beat them 1-0 in Helsinki. Okay. When Dalglish and Rush were playing and everything, and that was one of those. But I think for Gibraltar, the size of Gibraltar, the players that they've actually produced, this is the biggest